Cancer, hope you're well. My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Cancer, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading, where I will pull a final message from your spirit guides, tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. What is going on, Cancer? Who is coming and going in your life? What do you got to look out for? How's your career energy, your financial energy? How's your romantic energy? We're going to find all that out right now. So first card is, look at that, Ace of Swords. Very interesting. Look at that, Ace of Wands. What are the odds? So the first two cards you get out of 78 cards in the tarot are the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Slim to none. What is this? This is a synchronicity, right? Whenever you see something like this, don't dismiss this as a coincidence. There are no coincidences. There's zero coincidences in the universe. This is a synchronicity from your angels and guides telling you to watch this message. Right now they're telling you you are going to get some sort of aha moment of clarity, and it requires action. And look at that, Ace of Pentacles. So you got another ace. Whoa, spooky, right? Right now they're telling you you are close to victory. Everything you're looking for is about to come to fruition. If you've been waiting for time to be able to start a business, to get that promotion, get some sort of investment to happen, buy a house, this is the time where it's about to take place for you. If I was you, I'd be very, very excited. A lot of new energy, but they're also telling you that in order for this to happen, it's one thing to get the download, but it's another thing to take action. Look at this, right? Because you got the Devil and the Hermit here and the Seven of Swords and Six of Swords. So what does that really mean? You have to take action. If you get this download and it tells you, start this business, or here's a product idea, this is how you're going to be able to, put it into manufacturing. Unless you really put it into production, unless you really follow through with it, unless you take action, and you only wouldn't take action because out of fear, then what's the point, right? Like whenever you watch the Shark Tank, for example, right? The sharks always talk about, they're investing in the entrepreneur, not in the product, right? Because the product is pointless unless the entrepreneur themselves are taking action. And that's what's going on here. I see here financially big rewards coming your way because you are going to be taking a risk. Now, this risk is calculated, right? This risk is something that you thought about. For example, if you're going to invest in some stocks, you're going to do you're going to look at the company's balance sheet. You're going to do your due diligence, your market research, but it is going to pay out. And I do see here that financially you've been waiting for some sort of new opportunity to manifest for quite some time, and now is your time. This is something I would be very, very excited for. The universe is about to gift you your desires. And the only thing you have control over right now is your reaction to stuff, right? So for example, don't think of who, what, when, where, how. Don't try to force this, effort this. Don't be like, all right, come on, universe, tell it to me. Don't do any of that. You are not in control of when you get this download, how you get this download. But what you have control of is how you react to this download when it comes, and also increasing your chances of getting this download. I'll give you an example. When you are in a fearful, stressful, chaotic, stimulated state, the chances of getting a download from the field, from your angels and guides, is slim to none. Zero. That's why a lot of people are like, something bad happens and they're like, God help me, what should I do? Wrong time to ask. Of course you want help when you need it the most, but it doesn't work like that. Like attracts like law of attraction. You got to play by these rules, right? So what happens? So for example, say if I'm trying to think of worst case scenario. Say if I go to work, my boss says you are fired, and then on the way home, my car doesn't work, and then I have to buy a new car, and then all of a sudden my landlord says you got to move. What doesn't get worse than that, right? So at that moment, when you're in your most time of need, when you're like, oh, everything's going bad, the wrong time to ask spirit, right? Because your frequency is lower frequency. It's almost like stimulated fear. It's like you don't have reception on your phone. You won't be able to call spirit, right? Even if you want it, it doesn't work like that. What do you got to do? Make sure you have reception, then call spirit. So at that time, I'd be like, all right, Clearly, we're in a situation where things are happening, so I'm just going to chill, relax, let them unfold the way they are, and then I got to get myself in an area where there's reception to call spirit. What that really means is put myself in a frequency that matches my angels and guides to be able to talk to them, right? What is that frequency? Calm, peace, tranquil. So I would go sit down, I would breathe in, breathe out, just listen to the sound of my breath. I would take my mind off of what is going on, thinking, and just have my mind go on towards anything, like the sound of my breath, or just literally just 0 point, just thinking of nothing. And at that point, when I'm calm and peace, and I have peace, that's when I'm like, Spirit, what's my next move? Then you'll get your answer. So it's all a trick. It's all about knowing how to play this game. It's all about timing, right? It's all about frequency, energy, right? It's all about being in a joyous, happy state. Like if the person who wins in this dimension is the one who's always in a constant high vibration. Now I see here multiple offerings coming your way when you get out of your comfort zone. Right now, 6 of Swords, you got to get out of your comfort zone. 7 of Cups, multiple offerings will make their way into your life. These offerings are something you've wanted for quite some time, but I do see here that you've been in a energy that has repelled this opportunity from presenting itself because you weren't in harmony with it. So for example, imagine you wanted to have an opportunity to meet your soulmate. Your soulmate is someone who's positive, charming, funny, optimistic, exciting, but your energy was not there. So Spirit was just waiting for your energy to match the energy of your soulmate, not because Spirit doesn't want to see you with your soulmate, but because Spirit wants to make sure that the right timing takes place. So they woo you, you woo them, it takes off. What's the point of bringing an opportunity to someone if they can't capitalize on it, right? So imagine you had a friend, and your friend was a perfect fit for your coworker, but then your friend just got out of a relationship and their confidence was low. They could barely speak. So would you invite them and refer them to that coworker at that time? No, you'd wait for your friend to be nice and strong, then you would refer them to your coworker. And that's the exact same thing that's going on here. Your angels, your guides are waiting for you to get your ish together, which we all have to. There's nothing wrong with that. Then Cancer, they will handsomely reward you with the opportunity that you've been waiting for. All right, now I'm going to pull your animal spirit, Cancer. What is your animal spirit? Right now, your animal spirit is Antelope spirit. And look at the message. Life is speeding up. Look at that. Everything you're looking for is coming to fruition very, very quickly. You don't need to worry. You really don't need to worry about when is this going to happen. Remember, the only thing you control in life is your reaction to stuff, right? When things happen, it's happening for you, not to you. It's a blessing, not a curse. Your cup is half full, not half empty. That perspective is letting the universe know I am ready for more. And then your angels and guides deliver that energy to you. All right, now final message from your spirit guides. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message from your spirit guides. What do they want you to know? Right now the message is leap of faith. And look at that. Isn't that the truth? Leap of faith. And this is number 22. That's a synchronicity. Right now the message is see this as a chance to create something wonderful. You are in a transitional period where you need to draw on your faith, intuition, and knowledge to take the leap of faith. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and find a beautiful outcome is on the horizon. Don't think of what can go wrong. Think of what can go right. That is exactly how you take the leap of faith every single time, fearlessly, being bold, right? So when you're starting a business, don't tell yourself, oh man, I'm going to lose all my money. No, tell yourself, wow, I can't wait to be able to work for myself and be able to do something I'm passionate about and not wake up and be like, oh, I hate going to work. But instead, I love this. I would do this for free. Or if you want to ask someone on a date, don't be like, oh, what if they laugh at me and they say no? Tell yourself, what if they say yes? When they say yes, imagine how good it's going to feel. Someone experienced stuff with some of the joy. So give your body a taste, a vision of the future, or else you're left with the memory of the past. And this is something that you got to exercise a will greater than the programming to do so, because our programming is always worry, fear, be careful. As a child, little girl, little boy, when you were growing up, since a little baby, you were told, be careful, don't hurt yourself, be careful, don't do this, don't do that. So it's constant fight or flight. It's within your body, right? So thinking of fear, snap of a finger, you could do it. But feeling love, If I told you I'll give you $100 million cash, but I want you to feel unconditional love, go. You're going to be like, how do I do so? But fear, you'll be like, oh, my bills, right? So it's like you got to reprogram your subconscious mind. And now with a new personality that you have, by becoming the cause and effect, you can create your personal reality around you. Remember, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So right now, what you control over, the only thing you have control over is your thoughts, right? Use that as your number one tool to build the abundance around you. All right, Cancer, hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, honor your soul.